You step outside. The air bites your skin in seconds. Your breath turns to fog. Within minutes, without shelter, your body starts shutting down the fight. For most of human history, this wasn't a bad day. It was every winter. For roughly 100,000 years, your ancestors faced cold that would kill most modern humans in hours. No heated homes, no synthetic jackets, no emergency services. Just skin, fire, and knowledge passed down through generations. And somehow, they didn't just survive. They thrived, long enough to become you. How? Your core temperature has to stay near 37 degrees Celsius, or your organs begin to fail. Drop just a few degrees and confusion sets in. Drop further and your heart stops. This is hypothermia, and it kills quietly. No dramatic collapse, just a slow, creeping shutdown that convinces the dying person they feel warm right before the end. So how did a hairless primate built for the African savanna end up conquering ice ages? Part of the answer is written into bone. Anthropologist Trenton Holliday has studied the skeletal remains of Ice Age humans and Neanderthals, comparing limb proportions across populations. What he found matches Bergman's and Allen's rules, the idea that bodies built for cold tend to be stockier with shorter limbs to conserve heat. Neanderthal remains from cold European climates show exactly this pattern. Their bodies were quite literally shaped by winter. Tens of thousands of years of the cold deciding who lived long enough to have children. But biology alone wasn't enough. The real breakthrough was technological. In the 1990s, archaeologist Olga Soffer studied strange impressions pressed into fired clay fragments found at Ice Age sites in Central Europe, particularly Dolní Věstonice in the modern-day Czech Republic. Under magnification, those impressions revealed woven textiles, cords, nets, basketry, a textile technology dating back roughly 27,000 years, far earlier than anyone assumed. This wasn't hide thrown over a shoulder. This was engineered fiber, twisted and looped with intention. And the clothing gets even more specific once you look at the burials. Around 34,000 years ago, at a site called Sunghir in modern-day Russia, two individuals were buried surrounded by thousands of ivory beads. When archaeologists mapped exactly where each bead lay, a pattern emerged. The beads traced lines matching tailored clothing, fitted trousers, sewn shirts, hats, boots, stitched directly onto the seams. Fitted, layered clothing, built by people who understood exactly how heat escapes a body. So picture a winter day. You wake before dawn, inside a shelter dug half into the earth, framed with mammoth bone and hide, packed with snow for insulation. The fire never fully dies. You pull on layered clothing, sewn tight at the wrists, fur turned inward against your skin. Outside, the group moves in short bursts, never staying still long enough for sweat to freeze. Hunting migratory herds isn't optional. It's the only way to store enough fat and protein for months when nothing grows. Every scrap of the kill gets used. Nothing is wasted because nothing can be. Here's the twist most people don't expect. Winter wasn't only survived through defense, it was survived through connection. Extreme cold makes isolation dangerous. A lone hunter caught in a whiteout dies. A lone family with no reserves starves. So Ice Age humans built wide social networks, trading tools, sharing knowledge, and in hard years, sharing food. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner's research among the Juhwawansi in the Kalahari documented a gift exchange system called Hoxro, an ongoing exchange of gifts between distant partners that functioned as insurance. You give when you have plenty, so that when disaster strikes, someone owes you the same. That system likely has roots stretching back into the Ice Age, when a bad winter could wipe out a group, unless a distant one was obligated to help. The real technology that got your ancestors through the worst winters on Earth wasn't just fire or fur or bone needles. It was relationships, obligation, reciprocity, a social safety net stitched together as tightly as their clothing. So why does this matter to you, sitting somewhere warm right now? Because your body still remembers. The flinch when cold air hits your skin. The instinct to seek other people when things get hard. None of that is random. It's inherited machinery built by tens of thousands of winters your ancestors survived by adapting their bodies, inventing their technology, and depending on each other. You'll probably never sew ivory beads into a mammoth hide coat, but the next time winter comes and you reach for a blanket, call a friend, or simply choose not to face something alone, you're doing exactly what kept the species alive. You're not just surviving the cold. You're running code that's 30,000 years old. You step outside. The air bites your skin in seconds. But this time, you know exactly why you're still standing.